So, if you were watching my previous video, you know that I was getting ready, technically, while trying to tell you guys about what should be on your playlist. So, yes, happy Self-Awareness Saturday. I love that transition. Anyways, hello, it's your favorite K-pop K-World fandom trainee, fandom rookie. I keep forgetting. Elisha, aka Enough to Believe In. Your favorite blue-eyed, green-eyed black girl, but I'm getting ready somewhere. Yeah, so not blue-eyed, green-eyed right now. I probably can be, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But also, as I said in my previous video, that is not my hair making that sound. That is this brush. Anywho's, yeah, that's the brush. And don't judge the hair because shedding is okay. Anywho, self-awareness Saturday, self-reflective Saturday. I've been doing most of them on my podcast. So if you don't know what that is, check down in the description box down below. It is more than likely on the platform that you listen to your music or your podcasts on. It is called the Everything You Wanted podcast. Most times it is featuring, well, my more popular, majority of my podcast episodes feature Neonni, who's aka J Onni, but my self-awareness, self-reflective Saturdays, which I still say it like that because I'm still not sure which one should keep, but on here it's definitely self-awareness Saturday. So on there I'm by myself. My self-awareness Saturdays are mostly by myself, a sole podcaster, talking about things, enjoying life and reflecting and seeing if I'm being relatable or if it's just me being weird. So anywho's, I was just talking about how music moves people. That's definitely relatable. I'm not alone on that one. I was also talking about what should be in your playlist, which is a song that it paints a picture and it also kind of tells my story, and I'm like, did you go into my diary and find out how these lyrics should go? But then I maybe he's just being as well, maybe he is relatable to me as I deem him to be. It's such a beautiful song, and if you want to know what that song is, you should probably go to that what should be on your playlist Wednesday and check it out. So my self-awareness Saturday is basically I don't want to be what everyone relates me to be. Just from seeing me point on, I don't want to be considered a stereotypical, or I don't want to be generalized as what I am. So if I'm a black girl, which I am in America, I don't want to be generalized as other black girls, nor do I want you to assume that other black girls are like me. So that was in my mind since last week. I think I've had that thought, there's a lot of people around me that don't meet people like me, yet want to assume that everyone that they'll meet in future tense might be like me. That is not the case. In fact, more than likely, you will find plenty of people that look like me that are exactly the opposite of me, or will being the opposite of me is not a bad thing, and being exactly like me is not a bad thing, but every human is different. I don't go around assuming that all K-pop idols are exactly the same, just like I definitely don't consider all K-pop companies to be the same. You don't consider that a thing, so why would you assume that every human being should be the same? Just because you don't see them often, you can't relate everyone to being that. In fact, I was at one point considered an Oreo growing up. Can't even really say it was school. I can't say that I was bullied at school. I really can't. My old notion of my education was a blast. Pretty much to the very ends of it being a magnificent. I don't know where English is sometimes, most times, but a magnificent notion, magnificent memory M's, we're gonna say. So like being considered an Oreo is you're black on the outside and white on the inside, and that's serializing that black people can't act a certain way, and also saying that all white people act a certain way. See, I grew up like this and realized that every person is different. And like, if you go to school, no, I'm not just saying if you go to school, it's just like if you experience life and don't close yourself off to other people, you will notice that a lot of us people aren't the same. And that's my self-reflective Saturday, that I don't want people to generalize everyone else to be like me, nor do I want people to think that I'm gonna be like everyone else. Just like you don't want anyone to think of you like anyone else, negatively especially. Like I'm pretty sure most people want to be their own person, and that's a whole thing. And this is Self-Reflective Saturday, and today is another day to do better. I'll do better, you do better. 사랑해. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna like make this a double self-awareness Saturday. I might. Anywho's, 안녕하세요 is your favorite blue-eyed, green-eyed black girl. 저는 Elisha입니다, aka Enough to Believe in. And yeah, welcome back to another self-awareness Saturday, or thank you for coming to the second half of this self-awareness Saturday, unless I add more clips. Then ooh, hi, it's self-awareness Saturday. I was reflecting, this might be relatable, so on this reflective self-awareness Saturday, or self-reflective Saturday, I wouldn't say I'm that gullible or that much of a pushover, but I definitely recognize when I'm getting used, and I hate it every time, but don't do anything about it. Like, I've told you guys on multiple occasions that I am against controversy. Dang, Elisha. I'm not a person that likes controversy, so I don't really speak up much for myself unless I'm at the point of it's over, fam. So if it gets to that point, you know that I'm done dealing with the ish. So yeah, anyone going through the whole situation of being used and hating every bit of it, I am not even relating this to being at work and being used, because I'm being used, but I'm also using them to, get a paycheck. So that's a thing. I am relating it to relationships I am in. Some of them I have no choice but to be in because they are relatives. But being considerate was put in my blood. I don't know, or maybe it's just literally I've just witnessed so much stuff that I don't understand why people can't be considerate. So when other people aren't considerate to me, I try to distance myself away from these people, and then still yet get used by these people. I just wanted to reflect on that, and I'm just like, am I alone on this? Am I the only one that just hates conflict, so she just tolerates this stuff until she bubbles over, and then it's too much, and then the tiniest bit of that same action from that same person will let it be over. It's over. Yes, that's by now without polish on it. Don't y'all hate that? We were doing well, you guys, for one day. I can never go past day 2 without one of them chipping. Anyways, it's your favorite K-pop K-World fam training. It's your favorite blue-eyed, green-eyed black girl. It's your favorite person who's also on Everything You Wanted podcast. So go check out Everything You Wanted podcast. This is the girl Elisha, aka Enough to Believe in. 안녕.